Welcome back. And this is part 2, and we are going to see where Vito is now. So, fast forward to where you are today. How do you feel that you have grown as a man, as a father, as an artist?
Surviving storms
Okay.
and living to tell about it. Now, instead of just trying to fit in a rap album, I just finished the Country in Color album, which features America the Beautiful, As Far as You Can, and my honky tonk bar showdown. Doing it sober makes me want to be drunk. And then we go to my other albums, and we got songs like The Funeral of a Good Man and Make Good Memories Before You Become One. So becoming a great, I guess, icon instead of an artist. Meanwhile, I work with Rico Wade that done all the
Oh, wow.
Outcasts,
Yeah.
produced Nappy Roots' last album. And Rico Wade is the one that freed me. If you ever watched Last Dragon,
Yeah.
I went around the whole industry thinking that there was a master besides me. And it took a great fight to be like, shit, I got this.
Right.
And so Rico was like, the last album, he had known Skinny and Scales before me.
Okay.
And he's like, I've been waiting to meet Lionel Richie. And then he was going through something. And he said, hey, man, give me $2 million, man, until I get this worked out. And I said, man, I ain't got $2 million damn dollars. You a motherfucking lie. You writing all the damn music. Wait a minute.
Where's
And
the
that-
$2 million?
That's when Nappy Roots was no more.
Okay.
And then Andre pulled up and was like, hey, V, I had those beats for 4 or 5 years. I looked at Rico, hey, man, come here. And I was like, put my music out, man, I'm leaving the group. He was like, my nephew, Future, is about to drop. And he's going to be real big. And if I put you out, they're going to kill me. The Atlanta folk don't like you. Y'all done brought us back once. I tell you what, I teach you how to produce, and you produce what you want. And so he told me, don't blow up. Don't do Skinny no kind of way. You're going to get you a lawyer. That's going to work out. I'm going to teach you how to produce. You're going to sit here 12 songs and learn how. And you're going to go home, make your own table. And that was the changing point.
Okay.
And then being a custody father, single father with custody and graduating kids and shaping lives and getting into the Breathe Light a Chance program and
Right.
working on finding your identity and coming up with finding your you
Yeah.
led me this direction. So rap freed me,
Yeah.
but the trauma strengthened me.
Wow. That's an amazing testimony. So you mentioned custody. What, did you have custody, or you had shared custody, or how?
Soul custody.
You had sole custody of your
Yeah.
children? That's amazing.
To turn things around. When
Yeah.
I got there, they was strung out on opiates. You know, when you divorce somebody, kids are the only ones that ain't on drugs.
Right.
Usually the parents get to escape,
Yeah.
So I deal with a lot of shit,
Wow.
So,
Yeah.
just part of it. Just
Yeah.
my trauma didn't kill me,
Yeah.
but it made some hell of a music.
Absolutely. Amazing storytelling.
Yeah.
So you mentioned an attorney. Did you get an attorney? Did everything work out?
This where we at now.
Okay.
I gotta find an attorney that don't work for them or the label. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? Everybody that
We'll talk about that off camera.
yeah, and then I tell them and I be like, hey, this happened to me,
Yeah.
and then they'll go and they'll pay them
Right.
go away
Right.
like that, and
Yeah.
that's what happened in the back. And then now that I created these great ballads of music, and it's been 10 years of just on your mark, get set,
Yeah.
and I've just been waiting and waiting.
Absolutely.
So it's like a law-abiding citizen. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Nappy Roots just brought so much to, mainstream. I mean, like I said, you're a legend. You all were legends. Do you feel like that you all really got all of the credit in the hip hop industry?
I think so.
Okay.
Intimidation, they can't give you props
Right.
because they stole so much and don't
Facts.
know what you know.
Right.
So they can't really beat their chest
Yeah.
and they can't really, hey man, what's up?
Yeah.
How you doing? Now I go back on people. He was with me one night in Atlanta and I ran up on a guy in the organized noise. I said, V, we meant well. Wait a minute, you motherfucker. No, you
Right.
didn't. Let me show
Right.
you, and then, so nah. So they can't prop us
Yeah.
because that would be, but the
Absolutely.
big
Yeah.
dogs that see us be like, yeah,
Absolutely.
and the guys who in competition are insecure.
Sure. Yeah. What do you feel like that legacy really means to you today?
Um, Everything. And then if I could describe it, have you seen Cadillac Records?
Yeah.
Remember Muddy Wallace?
Mm-hmm.
It's more like that for me. I didn't have the
Okay.
words then.
Mm-hmm.
And so they came up with a Little Walter and Kanye West became your Chuck Berry
Yeah.
and T.I. became your Little Walter. And
Right.
but it all come from mud, from Kentucky.
Yeah.
And as Chess became stronger, he became a great executive.
Right.
And I think my legacy is tied up with him.
Okay.
If you look at his roster and when I came in and how his artists flourished
Yeah.
after that and became great songwriters
Yeah.
because of what I was doing.
Absolutely. So, how do you define success now versus like when you first got in the game?
I thought it came with diamonds, champagne, and endless nights. Where now it's just the tortoise and the hare.
Mm,
The race ain't given to the swift.
yeah,
Most days are like this, and it's what you make of.
absolutely.
And as long as no one can say he fucked over me,
Yeah,
I think that's the legacy I want to leave. I'd rather you owe me than me owe you.
right.
Aquarius
Absolutely.
are just made like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like for me, it's like 20 years ago, it was like you said, all the shiny things, you know what I mean? And now it's like, how many lives can I impact?
Health.
Yeah,
And maybe your parents be alive, and if they ain't, I know the weight of it.
yeah,
I buried somebody close to her that I'll never hear from again.
right.
And it it humbles you and strengthens you at the same time.
Absolutely.
You realize you can live without anything now,
Right.
but everything's living through you.
Yeah,
And that the legacy of Vito is he didn't want to be a beautiful waste of time.
right.
You can have anything back but time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, what's next for Big V?
I acted in a few movies.
Okay.
Now I'm writing.
Okay.
We writing the
For movies.
we
Right.
writing the dispensary right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
And we lazy in the country, so we gonna say the re
Yeah.
and dealing with things that come along with owning the business and
Right.
so doing that, still writing movies, owning dispensary, going to tour, looking to do big things with Miss Brooke in Tennessee.
We are going to do big
She's
things.
gonna be a liberator, I believe, after this one. She thinks she's running for office. I believe office is running for her. Um, you can really tell a lot about someone when the conversation, your name's in a room that you're not in,
Yeah.
and it's still uphill. So I grin to that, and that's hard to come by.
Yeah.
Um, Me just just liberation, like you. It's freeing as many minds as you can.
Absolutely.
Not to be a beautiful waste of time.
Yeah.
Never disrespect working class.
Right.
And I always represent time.
Yeah.
Jesus first, and more blessings than you can receive. You know when you got grown kids and you at 11 o'clock call. Oh fuck! Hello. I locked myself out the car. So still human.
Yeah.
And blessed that all of them's alive and functioning and
absolutely
close enough you can cuss them out and it'd be cool.
Yeah.
That's where it's at.
It is. It definitely is. So as we were mentioning, I love how you're passionate about mental health because as you and I have talked about, it's like, it's about the mindset. Like that's really like, if you can have transformation with the mindset, that's the catalyst. You know what I mean? That's the catalyst to breaking the cycle of oppression, breaking the cycle of systemic, oppression as well. Mm-hmm. Right. And I love that like you're so passionate about that and you have a vision of, what you can do. And maybe you'll even share a little bit about that, about what your vision is to, tap more into transitioning and transforming the mindset.
Coming from Kentucky, which is the addiction capital of the world, and you seen your share of Linares, people teeth whiter than their damn Nikes, and it's like, wow. And then you talk to them. See, my mother did this, and then you talking to somebody 19 that looks 35, or somebody 23, and he got 3 teeth out already, and you seen him, he had a good job, and now he don't, and you got scabies and all this shit here, and you're like, you getting that because you ain't getting the nourishment. People love you, but they can't help you because they strung out. If you got a dorm, and we keep your views safe from the parodies of what's already happened, and get you going in the direction you want to go. With absolutely. Some don't look back to you.
Right.
Like you are you. God made you because of you.
Yeah.
And your story is going to be different because it's already different. So now talking to people where it went off track is they can't go home because it's smoked out.
Right.
And they have to do things. Now they getting high
right.
with their parent or whatever. So we want the dorm. And let's check out your mental health.
Yeah.
And then in the dorm, let's teach you how you can live how you want to live. It should be a fire pit out there when you get out. Shouldn't it? A hot tub, some at church glass to look at.
That's right.
Somebody to call,
That's right.
What you need to go to work for to a job you know ain't going to make it.
Right.
What you mean? What shit, how much that shit cost? Blah, blah, blah. Well, how much they going to pay you? He's going to pay me about 17 an hour. Will that do it after 40 hours in taxes? You get quiet, sit down. And you're like, that's got to be fucking with your mental health.
Right.
So let's aim for the moon and maybe we'll hit a star.
Absolutely.
So it's like, all right, let's do things that's proactive. How this going to end?
Right.
First off.
Yeah.
Everything got to stop.
Right.
So let's do it from the end to the beginning like we shoot a good video. And then you go over the steps with them.
Yeah.
Proactive thing, one at a time. And, always begin with an end in mind. Mm-hmm. And then, and you go over there with them and you working in the steps. Now, what's the difference between here? Now, what would your mama do right here naturally? She would do this. Why? Because my granny did it. Why she cut the ham? Because the pan was short, not because the ham was. But anyway.
Right.
So you're teaching them to break routine.
Yeah.
And then create your own routine.
Yeah.
So mental health is just discipline.
Yeah.
If you can put your ass away, you might can drive the car.
Right.
But if you date with your ass first, that car's going to wreck.
Right.
So, you got to sometimes talk to people so simple as if you would having a Sunday school book versus the Bible.
Right.
Same shit in it.
Yeah.
It just, this is wrote in crayon.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it can really be natural.
Yeah.
So that's what we're doing. It's making life simple again.
I love that. I absolutely love that. So where can everyone find you now?
Bowling Green, Kentucky. I'm
Okay.
at the Tisdale Foundation. I'm at 160 Suite A River Place, and that's Vito's. And it's Black Walgreen, cannabis related products. We got something to make the dog quit hollering. You know, if you got
Wow.
company shooting pistol fireworks or making love too good, we got something to calm everything down.
Okay.
Um, Definitely gonna be on Music Row and out here with Brooke, doing it one day at
Definitely.
a time, and all the powers that be. Um, that's all I'm gonna share for now. Be people
Okay.
out there don't like me. I'm bullshitting. We no, we just everywhere and enjoying life. And thank you for sharing your platform with me.
Yes, thank you for joining us. I really am grateful for this moment and for you to, come on and trust me to share your journey. And I look forward to working with you and collabing on many amazing things in the future.
Right on, it's like onion. We peel by the
That's
layers. We
right.
got we got some more.
That's right. Have you been misrepresented or misunderstood? This platform is for you, and I would love to share your story. Please like and subscribe.